Hello everyone, and welcome to Peter's Studio. Today, we are going to examine something very interesting. We will be looking at the secrets behind how journalist and debater Mehdi Hasan was able to completely dominate and dismantle the arguments of Daniel Bwala during their famous head-to-head interview. Many people watched that interview and asked the same question. How did Mehdi Hasan manage to control the conversation and win the debate so convincingly? Some people thought it was natural talent. Others thought it was simply intelligence. But the truth is much deeper than that. The real secret lies in a book written by Mehdi Hasan himself titled Win Every Argument: The Art of Debating, Persuading, and Public Speaking. In this book, he explains the techniques and strategies that help people argue effectively, persuade audiences, and control debates. In fact, Hasan himself once explained that people often tell him that he must have been born with the ability to argue. Some even say he came out of the womb debating. But according to him, that is not true. He says debating is a skill that can be learned. Just like learning football, music, or public speaking, anyone can learn how to debate effectively if they understand the right principles and practice them regularly. So in this class, we will examine 14 powerful lessons from this book that explain how great debaters think, speak, and persuade people. These lessons will not only help you understand what happened in that debate, but they can also help you improve your own communication skills.
If you are ready, let's begin. Secret 1. Arguments are the lifeblood of democracy. One of the most important ideas in the book is that arguments are not bad. Many people think arguments create problems, but according to Mehdi Hasan, arguments are actually essential for a healthy democracy. When people debate ideas openly, society becomes stronger. Arguments help society to discover the truth, challenge wrong ideas, solve public problems, hold leaders accountable. If people are afraid to question leaders or debate policies, democracy begins to weaken. A healthy society allows disagreement, debate, and questioning. Without argument, there is no accountability.
Lesson 2. Anyone can learn to debate. Another powerful lesson from the book is that great debaters are trained, not born. Many people believe that some individuals are naturally gifted speakers. While talent can help, the truth is that debating is a learnable skill. Hasan compares debating to skills like football or music. No one becomes a great footballer without practice. In the same way, no one becomes a great debater without learning and practicing. You improve by studying arguments, listening to debates, practicing regularly, learning debate techniques. The more you practice, the more confident you become. Lesson 3. Practice builds confidence. Preparation alone is not enough. You may know your arguments very well, but if you have never practiced saying them, you may struggle during a debate. Hasan emphasizes that good debaters rehearse their arguments repeatedly. This includes practicing speaking out loud, simulating debates with friends, rehearsing responses to possible questions. Practice helps you respond faster, stay calm under pressure, avoid confusion during debates. Confidence grows through repetition. Lesson 4. Aristotle's 3 persuasion tools. Hasan also refers to an ancient idea from the Greek philosopher Aristotle. Aristotle taught that persuasion has 3 pillars: ethos, credibility. Ethos refers to your credibility and trustworthiness. People are more likely to believe someone who appears knowledgeable, honest, and trustworthy. Your reputation and expertise matter.
Logos, logic, and evidence. Logos refers to logic, facts, and evidence. This includes statistics, research, data, verified information. Facts help support your argument. Pathos, emotion. Pathos refers to emotional appeal. Humans are emotional beings. Stories, moral appeals, and human experiences often influence people strongly. Great communicators combine credibility, logic, and emotion. Lesson 5. Emotion can change minds. One fascinating insight from the book is that facts alone rarely change people's minds. People respond strongly to emotional stories. For example, saying millions of people are suffering may not move people emotionally. But telling the story of one suffering person can create a stronger impact. Stories make problems feel real. That is why journalists often include personal stories when discussing serious issues. Lesson 6. Know your audience. Another key strategy is understanding who you are speaking to. Different audiences respond to different arguments. For example, economists respond to data and statistics. Activists respond to moral arguments. The general public responds better to simple stories. Great debaters adjust their communication style depending on their audience. They always ask, "Who am I speaking to?" Lesson 7. Storytelling is a powerful weapon. Stories are powerful tools in persuasion. They help simplify complex issues, create emotional connections, make arguments memorable. Instead of explaining a complicated issue with numbers, telling a relatable story can make the message clearer. Stories allow the audience to visualize problems and understand them more deeply. Lesson 8. Challenge the premise. A very advanced debating strategy is challenging the premise of a question. Sometimes a question is designed in a way that assumes something is already true. For example, why did your policy fail? This question assumes that the policy failed. Instead of answering directly, a good debater may respond, "First of all, the policy did not fail." This technique changes the direction of the conversation and forces the debate onto a new foundation. Lesson 9. Listen carefully. Debating is not only about speaking. Listening is equally important. Great debaters listen carefully to every word their opponent says. Listening helps them detect contradictions, identify weak arguments, respond strategically. Many debates are won not by talking more, but by listening better. Lesson 10. Expose hypocrisy. Credibility is extremely important in debates. If someone previously said one thing but now says the opposite, pointing out that contradiction can weaken their credibility. For example, "You supported this policy before. Why are you opposing it now?" Highlighting contradictions forces the opponent to explain themselves.
In conclusion, these are just 10 lessons from the powerful book To Win Every Argument. The book contains many more insights on how to debate effectively, persuade audiences, and communicate with confidence. Whether you are a journalist, politician, student, or public speaker, these principles can help you become a better communicator. Debating is not about shouting or attacking people. It is about clarity, preparation, logic, and persuasion. If you truly want to improve your debating skills, I strongly recommend reading this book. What do you think about these strategies? Do you think they explain why Mehdi Hasan performed so strongly in that debate? Share your thoughts in the comments section, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel.